Hello, my people. Good day. Welcome to today's program. The bad news that is coming in. First of all, welcome to today's program. Thank you for tuning in. The message that I'm getting now, I know that it's late. I will say good morning to some people, good afternoon to some people, and good night to some people. But I'm a little bit afraid, because of the news that is coming in, the war in Ukraine that is raging. A very bad thing is about to happen. And we need to put it into prayers. We need to talk to God. Because there are people in the Western world, since the establishment of the Western part of the world, one thing they understand is to sanction any other continent. I'm good, Uche. They sanction other continents. They destroy their economy. They punish the population. They deal with the ordinary people of those countries without looking back. And they grab joy in doing all these things only because they are in control of financial market, financial instruments. They're in control of technology. Other countries that are trying to catch up are being destroyed if they fail to follow the rules-based order of United States. Now, since 2018, the American senators and politicians have been making it open to the whole world that the resources that Russia possesses is too big for one country to control. That means they need to destroy the Russian Federation so that Russian Federation will destroy itself like Soviet Union and divide themselves in various little countries for America and Europe to have more power over them to control their resources. The war raging on in Ukraine is not all about Russia that attacked Ukraine, but America have been preparing Ukraine to destroy Russia. As they normally says, we must win this war with the last Ukrainian. They mean what they are saying, and they are not joking. But the worst thing that happened is that, or before I would say the worst thing, in this world economy, the way things supposed to work is that I'm selling granules and you like eating granite. So you keep on buying granite from me and you like how I cook my granite. And I love the way you buy granite from me, So we too have to be dependent of each other to succeed. But it's a normal thing. You think it's a normal thing that's supposed to happen if two countries establish business, the consumer and the supplier. They rub shoulders, they do their thing. They see themselves as one people, they love each other. But in the western part of the nation, no. In the West, you must be dependent of their cash. You must love them. You must be dependent of anything West. They are God. They are not made to depend on someone. Even though they are consuming your resources, they are not made to depend on you. That is West. That's why they fail to know, they fail to understand that the so-called Western hegemon richness of the West, competitiveness of the West lies on Russian cheap gas. Everything that the West are using to destroy countries, to dictate to Russia, to dictate to everybody, lies on Russian cheap energy. What do I mean? The West want Russia to respect them. They want Russia to always bow for them, but they don't dare respect Russia. They don't dare bow for Russia because they are West. They are special people. Now, the West overslept. They never let their people know that everything Western nation lies on Russian cheap energy. You understand? Everything, large industry, largest car producer, largest steel producer, largest, biggest this one producing, the other one large. Everything large of the West. Since Soviet lies on Russian cheap gas. Go and calculate what I'm telling you. Even though in the middle of Cold War, Russia still supply cheap energy to the same West that destroyed Soviet Union. As Soviet Union, we are fighting with the West. They are still supplying cheap energy to the same West. And you will see German will stand to tell you our GDP is 50 times Russian GDP. Our wealth is larger than Russian wealth. And Russia will keep quiet and remain quiet. They think that Russia is afraid. But they cross what they call red line. They did not bite the finger that is feeding them. They start eating up the fingers. And it's become too tasty that they want to consume the entire Russian Federation by building Ukraine. And you know, this West, the Europeans, are very, very stupid. Very, very stupid. I thought that the West are learned people that has thinking faculty, but I understand that they are graduates, they studied everything, but the West lack what they call basic knowledge. That basic knowledge that you do learn from your parents. Due to they don't have respect for their parents. If a child is 18 years old, they think that they have it all. You understand? They think they have it all. A child will tell the parents, the law made it clear that if I'm 18, I have to rent my own house and get out. There are ingredients that we, you and I, that live with our mother, that they give all the whole families food in one plate. But two families here in Europe, their parents give them food separate, dividing their home before they fall apart. While in Africa, that you think that Africa is backward, that our old Asian tradition is very, very powerful. That's why you love your brothers so dear. That's why the bond between you and your brother can never be broken. But in the West, you will see a brother, two brothers will be competing. Who will supersede each other? Who will remain on top? Who will dictate to other? Who will see the other one as rubbish? Because there is no bondness. And due to they don't have that love and feelings, they treat whosoever that come their way as somebody who never respects his parents, who never have sense of humor. How do you think that person will treat you? It's not their fault. It's their culture. Sorry, the West don't have culture. It's their establishment, the system they created because they are God. Promoting it to be perfect, the thing that is more perfect than African, that your parents, you thought that they are wretched, they are poor. They will cook jollof rice. They have thousands of plates in your home, But your parents will put that food in one plate and share spoon to all of you. If there is no spoon, you people will use hand to eat that jollof rice. You don't understand the meaning. But let me remind you the meaning. The meaning is this love. That's why the West, we will never beat them because we were not trained to be evil. You can't behave like a Westerner. You can't be wicked. Nigeria can't pick bomb and be bombing Palestine. Nigeria can't pick bomb and be bombing like they bomb Syria. Africa as a whole can never retaliate what the West did to Africa because you have love. You are human. You are the original. You are somebody that was created by the Supreme God. The God you are seeing is me and you because you have soul. West don't have soul. That's why they want to win Russia with the last Ukrainian without losing one of their soldiers or being wounded in the war front. But they will offer you to die on their behalf because you are the modern slave of their empire. You may think that I know what I'm saying. If you follow the way I do my videos, you will be able to understand what I'm saying. Africans can never be like Westerners. If Africans are doing, maybe Westerners are transferring technology to us. Let me tell you, sorry that I'm using Western word. There are people in the West that never behave like Germans. You see the Portuguese. A girl will never rent her own home until she gets married. She will remain in the family. Every afternoon, the family meet together and eat in one plate. Portuguese. The same thing with the Spanish. And if you watch these people, they are different. They behave like us. The another people that behave like us are the Russian people. They are a little bit different. They try to adopt the Western ideology, but they have tradition like we, the Africans, like the Asians. But this core West that are impoverishing the whole world, enslaving the whole world, trying to win Russian war with the last Ukrainian. You see, now, let me go straight. They have shot themselves in their lungs. They can no longer breathe. Others shoot themselves on the foot, but you can still crawl and have energy to reach somewhere where you are going to hospital or where. But when you blow up your lungs, you see, it's finished. Due to the ego of the West, trying to promote and build Ukraine to destroy Russian Federation. And Russia sees it as the English people says, the best defense of anybody is to attack. That is the best defense. So Russians went to attack, to destroy, to ground. You know, the Western news will be telling you, Ukrainians are pushing the Russians back. The Russians are not getting more territories. If you go back to listen to what Russian president said, he said, we are declaring special operation in Ukraine. We need to denazify, that is, destroy the Nazi that America created in Ukraine. We need to demilitarize Ukraine and disarm Ukraine. That means destroying Ukrainian military. They never said we are going to conquer Ukrainian territory. But let me remind you, a Ukrainian soldier, if you go to Telegram, join a lot of, they call the other one is war command on Telegram. There are other ones. You will see them there. They will tell you what is going on. You will see videos. You will see ambulance. Ukrainians per day are dying in 10,000 soldiers. In 10,000. While Russians are not even losing 10. They are not losing 10. Imagine the whole West sending weapons to Ukraine Every day Ukraine keep on demanding. Ask yourself, where is those weapons? They are being ground. They are being ground. This counter-attack that the whole news is Ukraine have break into 10 kilometers, going to 20 kilometers deep, decimating the Russians is a lie. Russians were withdrawing their soldiers from that territory, evacuating the people that support them on that territory, and the American spy plane noticed that a lot of equipment are leaving that territory, and they asked Ukraine to go through that area. That is only Ukrainians are 15,000 soldiers going towards that area. Do you know how many Russians that are keeping guard? They are not even military men. They call them National Guard of Russia. They are not up to 1,000. And they are not there to defend, to fight the 15,000 trained NATO military. They were withdrawn. Drawing them in, go and read today. On that day, over 50. Go and read. Go and check. If I may download, but my page have been strike a lot of times. You will see that ambulance that was carrying dead body and wounded ones from Ukraine. Oh, my brothers, is over 10,000 vehicles running hectare scale. Equipment destroyed. Today, as I'm talking to you now, before I start this video, Joe Biden of United States called on the whole Europe to send more equipment to Ukraine. Where is the other ones they have sent? Grounded. The Russians are not there to secure territory, but to use the territory where they hold today to ground everything the West is pushing in. And they are grounding them and grounding the soldiers of Ukraine. With time, Ukraine will look back. They will start sending women to war. Because no Western person, military, is ready to die in that Russian vacuum bomb. Now, Russia have started striking the whole, winter is coming. They have started striking all the whole nuclear energy in those territories. No more electricity. You can't warm the area. So it will be unbearable for you to remain in that territory. Let me continue. Why I'm making this video? The West want to use Ukraine to weaken Russia, to destroy the Russian economy and destroy Russian government and see the room to divide Russia. But things are getting wrong, out of hand. One Swedish professor was interviewed today. He said stupid people are in European power today. The people that get into European power today are very stupid people. That America, since Trump's government, have decided to destroy German economy, and they don't know how to destroy German economy. If you watch when Trump was in power, Trump started placing tariff on European goods coming to United States because German economy was growing so large. And they were fighting to destroy that gas that is coming from Russia to Germany. And Germany is sending those gas to other Europeans. Yes. America was working behind the scene, making sure that they bring the government of Germany into power. They ring them into power, and the idiots start working against the industrialization of Germany. Do you know how many industries now has collapsed? Do you know how many industries have food? Small time, a loaf of bread in Germany would be €5. One loaf of bread that is 30 cents now, 30 cents, will turn to €5. Because the weed that they're using to produce the bread is coming from Russia. The fertilizer to grow the weed is coming from Russia. The gas that powered the oven comes from Russia. The diesel that powered the trucks that carry goods comes from Russia. Everything, food we eat come from Russia. Russia have never placed sanction on Europe. Oh, bear it in mind. Russia has not placed, not yet. Europe has placed sanction on Russia. Russia has never retaliated. The sanction that Europe placed on Russia is harming Europe. For the first time that Europeans are testing the pen of sanction. It's not a joke. If somebody, that's the problem with Africans. I am not criticizing the West. If you hear German, I'm talking to Uche. If you understand German, you will know that Germans are mad. As I am a German. You may call me whatever you like. That is the identity you want to give me. I am a German. I'm not a Nigerian. So if my government is doing anything wrong, I possess the right to condemn them. Because this war could have started since 2014. People before the government of today avoided it for a reason. This government came into power, destroying our own establishment. We are not Nigerians that grab joy when your economy is collapsing. $1 is 712 naira today. Are you not ashamed? Have you ever come on air to condemn your government that they are mismanaging your resources? You want somebody else to do it on your behalf. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I am a black man. But let me remind you, I spent all my youth age in Europe. I did not visit Europe yesterday, not today. So, excuse me, dance. Okay, let me continue. So now, do you know why I'm afraid and the reason why I'm making this video? Whenever something like this start touching America, America always goes all in. They always go all in. Now that the market is crashing, European currency is collapsing to the extent, for the first time since almost 40 years, for pounds to lose its position. Chielozie Prince, you know, we don't behave like other countries, you know. Hey, Prince, I am in my village. This place is my village. I am sorry. Whatever you are saying, Nayo Sabi, I am in my own village. You know, so I am defending my own interests. You may take it the way you like. Because what you are saying made a policeman in Nigeria paid somebody he called Okuki Igbo 5,000 euros. Because you see him as a black man, he speaks Igbo, you arrested him, take his phone, look inside, see foreign numbers, call him Yahoo Yahoo, deal with him, but later it cost that police station 5,000 euros. Sorry. Okay? If we are coming to your country, we come with visa. I'm a tourist. So let me continue. The Germans always wait till election day. Or, as the Chancellor of today is still under investigation, the crime he committed when he was still, will I call it a local government chairman of Hamburg. When he, or the local government chairman or the governor of Hamburg, there is something like money that worked the way he gave one company leverage, you know. They were investigating. If they find him guilty, then he may lose his position and the system may collapse and we will have another election. If you watch, Germans don't go on the street, and the government are doing everything to make sure they don't go on the street. But they are also preparing to bring military on the street as from October 1st. Military will be moving around the street to quench every riot that will emerge. To tell you, Europe is now turning to authoritarian continent. Because French president made it clear to French people that the age of abundance is over. You understand what I mean? The time of abundance, that a lot of things are there for you to eat and throw away, is over. Now it's time to draw your belt tight. Because Russians are now closing their tap. Their gas is now floating to east. It's not to the west. To the extent today, European Union said that they will find it difficult to place the price cap they want to place on Russian gas. It's almost impossible. Because they are afraid if you want to implement it, Russia will stop supplying to you and you will freeze. That's why they are disagreeing. You know, the area that I'm afraid is that the crash of American market that may push America, like America is pushing Lithuania. Lithuania have created embassy in Taiwan. That is the latest news. Have you seen it? America keeps on using the same territory to poke all. They are using Ukraine from the Baltic to poke the Russians. They are now using the Lithuania to poke the Chinese to attack their state, Taiwan. As Lithuania has opened embassy there, maybe another Baltic or Netherlands will go and open. Before you know it, China will step in. Another fire will burst that area. And that is how they will do it until they will lose control. They always think that they are in control of everything. Before you will know it, they will start assassinating each other. It will reach that extent. When they will start assassinating the diplomats, this one killed the other, this one killed the other one, this one killed the other one, this one died in a hotel, the other one jumped from window. They will start killing each other. Before you know it, they will lose control and the real fight will burst. Because America will never ever sit down and watch China and Russia, India, BRICS, even South Africa to dictate terms of world order. It's better they go all in. If they lose, they know that they lose. But one thing I will tell you, as Russia is fighting in Ukraine, America fought this type of war during their own time. America fought this type of war and they win. From that day, they become what they are today. From that time, Second World War burst out. America joined the fight. They fight until they grow large. And Russia is following that path. And they are going to win. There is nothing that will stop them because European economy and industries are collapsing. This noise they are making, calm down. Last winter jumped in. You will see that everybody will withdraw from their stand. And everybody will now be on its own. Don't forget that Poland is demanding almost $30 trillion from Germany for war reparation of what happened in Second World War. Are they not EU? Are they not NATO allies? There is row, mistrust inside them, but they are covering it. Yes. And some Germans are saying, since the end of Second World War, Poland is holding one part of German territory. Yes. Let's calculate how much you have made from that territory you see since the end of Second World War. Let's do 1 + 1 and know who will balance each other. And the whole West are holding part of Germany, including France, Netherlands, Belgium, all of them. Even Russia, Kaliningrad belonged to Germany. Russia took it. They divided. and America sit on the main German itself as his own share. That's how it works. So the video that I'm making today is to tell you that there is fire on the mountain, and if it's been mismanaged, it may also touch Africa. But I love the game that Africans are playing. The West want to draw them their side. Africa say, stay on your own. We are on our own. We have our problems that you created for us that you never come back to repair. Handle your own problems. We are crying that all the whole grain in Ukraine, that Africans are going to die in hunger. That is the headline news that I'm seeing every day in Euronews, CNN, BBC. Africans are going to die in hunger. But since Russia lifted that ban, they started shipping Ukrainian grain. How many ships have entered Africa? 1. Out of almost 40 ships that leave Ukraine, only 1 docked in Ethiopia. And Ethiopia rejected it. That they no longer need it. And Russia promised to ship their own, and ship fertilizer, and ship other materials to we, that the West are using as news, but they are the ones that need it. So my people, let me read what our brother says. Say, no, sir, I'm replying to that man who says you should come back to Nigeria. Then I asked him if he that is writing is in his own village. Okay. I'm not replying. Okay. Prince, I understand. Thank you for that. So the Duran has been saying for a long that the plan is to deindustrialize. That is the plan. And they have succeeded. Do you know what this professor from Sweden says? He said that the economy of Europe is collapsing. It's collapsing. That the worst thing that will happen to Europe is when IMF is coming to bail them. Then they will lose the entire sovereignty that America had been dreaming to place them, because Europe was established and be like a competitive, how would I put it, competing with the United States, you know. But now they have succeeded getting the people they want in power that will support the ideology to destroy, because the only engine moving Europe is Germany. The only engine. And now they have gotten the people they want into power. You see it for yourself. You may ask, are they not Germans? They are Germans. But corruption that is raging in Nigeria is also in Europe. The only difference is that Europe do carry their people along. Nigeria is carry alone, you and your family. You don't think about any other person. But corruption, the people that has value for money, is Europeans. They respect money. So many African countries know very well that the history between Russia and Africa during the apartheid era, Russia stood by. Yeah, I understand. But Africans always like to praise their slave masters. Till tomorrow. Look at Uju Anya on Twitter that reminded the world what Queen Elizabeth did to Nigerians that Nigerians never knew. YouTube has wiped the whole videos. She said it. A Nigerian, a Yoruba guy, jumped in and cautioned her that now is not the time to say such a thing. My question is, when will we tell our stories? When will we remind the world that these people, that Africans are lowering their flag? I see some people turning their picture to the Queen. Do you know that this woman, I have videos of her that I published on YouTube. YouTube have taken it down, wiped the video. I couldn't even see the chance to download the video and keep it for myself. When she come to Nigeria and addressing Niger, you know they call you Nigeria. They address you as Niger area. The largest Niger area of Africa is what you are calling Nigeria. She addressed you that way. if you ask a German should pronounce you are Nigeria. They will call it Niger area. Nigeria, Niger area. If you ask a German to call Niger, we call it Niger. It's not Niger. The real pronunciation is Niger. Have you fight to change your name? But you will have every time to praise the people that put you in the paper. That's why I'm against P2B. I saw P2B moving around with the European Union, having meetings with them. What do you want to bring to Nigeria? What do P2B? Sorry, obedience are here. But we should caution our brother. White people, we are no longer in ties with something white. My own color is perfect. Because they have not fed themselves. What they are looking for is where to grab to remain large and big. They can never offer anything to Africa. Since you have been hearing aid coming from the West, you watching me here, have your village ever received any aid from West? Can you write yes or no here? Have your village, my village, I have never seen them, aid from the West. Have you received anyone? Where is all those money going? Not your political elite. They are not eating the money. West never give them that money. Because we come to our notice that when a Western nation or Westerners or Europeans, I saw European Union ambassador. Oh my God, European Union ambassador to Nigeria? Are you for real? European Union ambassador in Nigeria? You have German ambassador. You have European Union ambassador. Those European Union, who vote them in? I thought that we are promoting democracy. Tell me who in the European Union that is being voted into position. None. None. They are not democratic. And what is their duty? To put you in perpetual suffering, to destroy you. Yeah, you may negotiate with them, but I love individual terms. Negotiating with individual countries is more comfortable to me than a union that can destroy tomorrow. We get information that even as I'm talking to you now, that D-Mark, do you know what is D-Mark? That is German currency. They call it D-Mark. That this information did not stay up to 24 hours on air. It destroyed and disappeared. That they were printing, lots of D-Mark is being ordered to be printed. Now ask yourself, will Europe collapse? Do they believe that EU or the European money may collapse, everybody go back to their main currency? Not for my mouth and I hear them all. But let's keep on watching. One thing I know is Europe, industrial power is flattering. And American market is crashing. The only people waxing as I'm talking to you is the East. East is waxing. Even Greece is shooting at Turkish ship in international waters. Because since Turkey started allying itself gradually, negotiating, discussing with Putin, following some part of BRICS, both NATO and Europe are even calling on sanctioning Turkey. Things are going disarray. So Europe already submitted their sovereignty to America. Yes, you are right. Sir, please, can you tell us more about the Indian economy overtaking the British? Had it been, they are not pressurizing Nigeria to devalue their currency. Because that's what they do. When they are falling into rubbish, they will pressurize some third world countries they control to devalue their currency so that they will be getting everything cheap. I do tell you, Europe don't like to buy. They like to receive everything free of charge. You know? Had it been that Nigeria stand their ground, maybe in the next 2-3 years, Nigeria will beat England. Nigeria will beat some European countries because the economy is in free fall. And it's not going to stop. It's going to get worse because more industries are closing down. The only breathing air, and I noticed that Europeans are pushing money, Germans are pushing money into their energy sectors and the steel industry. More money are being pushed in, even though American senators are saying that due to lack of raw materials, they are now importing aluminium and titan from Russia. And Putin said that everything from their country will be ruble. What are they using to import it? Dollar or ruble? Oh boy, I don't know. So the question I asked, Usman said yes. Usman, let me come to you. You may receive European aid. You may receive all this Western world aid. Why? Because they focus on you. And your people, you see how your people operate today. I am sorry, I am not tribalistic, but I tell you how it works. They buy you over, they buy your people over. You think that why are they? Even though when Buhari was discussing with World Bank, the money that investment and project that World Bank brought to Nigeria was moved to the northern part of Nigeria. They didn't allow it to come to the east. All of you know what I'm telling you. Go and Google it. It's 100%. European aid are coming, but it's going to the north. And whenever they want to test their drugs, they don't come to east. They go to the north. And you allow them to kill half of your people by testing their drugs. Am I lying? I'm not lying. That's how it works. They never give you something that you eat and go. No. It's trade by barter. You receive this, they test this on you. That's how it works. How many American biological laboratories are in northern part of Nigeria? Nobody will tell you, but it's existing in northern part of Nigeria. That's why you are seeing thousands of sickness that are killing the northerners from those laboratories, because with time, they release it, they take the blood samples, they test it to see how aggressive it is. They are using you as laboratory rat. Sorry, it's our people, it's my people, that you open the door for them to use you, and they will give you peanut in return. So that's all I have, you my people. I believe that I have answered all your questions. The problem in Ukraine is getting worse. Russia have sent a lot of reinforcement, and they are grounding my people. The worst part is that a general that was in war front in Ukraine said that the thing that pains him most is that the Russians are killing them while they are not seeing Russians to shoot. They are using artillery to destroy them. So what you say is true. I remember when an NGO came to Nigeria and Buhari told them to focus on the north. Yeah, they are suffering more. Yeah. I don't lie. The one I don't know, I will tell you I don't know about it, but I know that World Bank project and a lot of aid that comes was diverted only to the northern part of Nigeria. South is not part of Nigeria. South is not part of Nigeria. And as I remember, South is not part of Nigeria. Do you see how desperate APC are to destroy P2B? APC want to release Nnamdi Kanu for a reason. Do you know why? Should I tell you? Before it will happen. Let me read what Usman said. The truth is that Europeans aid share according to state and region. So it also gets into the southern part of the country. No, Usman, I will not lie to you. Usman, you have contact with Igbo people. Ask any Igbo man around you. I don't say ask these people. Ask any Igbo man around you if anything aid from the west is coming to their village. No. They may tell you that this aid are being shared within the state. No. Buhari did not shame when he said focus on the north. I read it. The project of World Bank, Usman, Google it. The project that World Bank brought to Nigeria Where did you will see that Buhari government tell them to turn it to the north. I'm not lying to you. Thank you so much for letting us know something we haven't known. I'm your Gambian brother. Oh, hello, my Gambian brother. This our brother do follow me full time. I really love you, my brother. Thank you very much. Because what I'm saying is something that is going to liberate Nigeria and liberate Africa. Because as far as they are holding Nigeria down, it's a very big problem for all black race. So, brother, do you think Russia could ever stand by Africa at the moment, no, help enhance Africa? If you go, there are some pictures you may Google. You will find that person, maybe you may not identify him. You know, they tell you that Putin served in Germany, Russian president. They will tell you that he served in Germany. All his service was in Germany. It's a lie. Let me tell you why France and Western world hate Russia. Russia helped Africa to turn down the colonial masters. Putin was in Africa. More especially, I saw most of his pictures in eastern part of Africa. Both Zimbabwe, both South Africa, both Congo, both Uganda, all these areas. Angola. Putin was there in person. He was there in person as a young, if you see him a young teenage, he was in that territory before they moved him to Germany. So he said that they focused more in the north. That's why Buhari said we are like dot in Nigeria. No, not because of that. Buhari want to tell you that Igbos are landlocked people. But it's a lie. Igbos are not landlocked people. When I was still young, I wasn't born in Nigeria, but I know a lot about Nigerian history. Efik, Calabar, all those areas are Igbo people. Do you know why I said this? If you go to Abriba people do call their seniors Ete. Ete is Calabar language. And if you go deep and see old people in Abriba side, they understand Calabar, they speak Calabar, they intermarry. From there, River State, Ikwere. If you look Ikwere culture, go now. If I'm finished now, I want you to prove me wrong. Go and watch Ikwere tradition, both dance and everything. It's like Abriba tradition. 1 to 1. It's like they are cousins. Go and watch it. Igbos are one people. Igbos now is not only Imo, Abia, this. No. Igbos were caught into a lot of states in Nigeria. But let me tell you, even though the indigenous Igbos in Equatorial Guinea, that near Nigeria, identify themselves to be Igbo, they are there centuries. Yes, they have Igbo speaking village in that country. If you go there, you find their people, they speak the same tongue. Yes. They speak a little bit like Abriba people. Like Ibegi, you understand? But we all are one. So if Nigeria like, they can cut us to the Sokoto. We remain Igbo. So calling us dot is political statement, you know. So forget about that one. So I worked with coppers and US, and we also renovated schools and primary health care centers. Usman, just read what you just said. Usman, just read what you just said. You guys renovated government property. I said, do their aid take part in our individual people the way they do to the north? They bring aid, US aid, they share bags of rice, US aid, they share food, they share medicine, they bring their doctors. Have you seen any of them in the East? Easterners wouldn't even allow them to inject them. They wouldn't even allow them to come close. If you tell me this one, I will accept. Because we don't even trust white people. Your people trust them. You are welcome. We are not dead. We are still alive. We are moving forward. Glory be to God. So the World Bank Rural Development Project is shared between SS and Northwest. South and Northwest, right? Or where SS, I don't know where you refer to. So let me say, at the moment, Russia is doing wonderful in Central Africa Republic when the French don't do nothing for them. My brother, look, how do you expect the French? No, I'm not. How will I say it? Okay, let me use the simplest one. How do you expect a doctor from a Western world like Germany that you are living in to cure your disease so that tomorrow you will not come back to hospital and the pharmaceutical companies will no longer sell drugs? Is it possible? No. That's why there was a black man from United States who healed every disease. I said every sickness, both AIDS and cancer. He healed everything. That man was killed in American airport after they banned him not to practice in United States, and South America gave him land. He was moving to that place. He was invited into office and they carry his cuffs out. That is person that heal and you go home. And what he used to heal is not chemical, it's traditional herbs. So if you are waiting for French to wipe terrorists in Africa, then wait for Britain to come and wipe the terrorists in Nigeria. Please, you are saying APC want to release Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, APC want to release Nnamdi Kanu, believing that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, that the Obi movement is being derived by IPOB people. That if Nnamdi comes out, he will dismantle all this movement and pull his people out, and they will defeat Labour Party. That's the game. That's the game, not because of Nnamdi. It's for their own interests. But my own, I watch my friend Chinedu Asuso like he's not supporting the release of Nnamdi because of what Nnamdi may do that may harm Labour Party. I said that is selfish interest. If they want to release Nnamdi, they should release Nnamdi because no government will rebuild the Eastern region. What did I say? What did I say? No government that will sit in Abuja that will rebuild the war-destroyed property of the East. It will never happen. Let's leave the matter. Let that man not talk about UNAIDS coming to the South. It is a lie, sir. The school bags that the USDA was brought down to the east here and was sold to, it's not given to us. They got it free in the north and they brought it down here to sell it to us. I bought it too. Usman, have you heard what he said? So we hate Oyibo more than many other parts of the country. That's what you think, Usman. Usman, I don't want to say something. No, I don't want to say something. So Oroto said, Dr. Zebi, I'm not doctor. I don't go university. And the people who go university, we carry a certificate and then be doctor. So my mother said no. So thank you that you realize that the way the West operate, let me advise you, the way they operate. You know, the West operate like Fulanis. You may say, what am I trying to say? I have studied how Fulanis operate. And I have studied how the West operates. Two of them use the similar techniques to get what they want. Because Fulanis will foment trouble in their areas. The area of their interest, they will bring trouble to that area. And there will be kata like as if no solution. At the end of the day, the same Fulani will invite your elders, sit them down. Let us discuss this matter. You know, I'm into agriculture, you're into agriculture. And I know that my own agricultural product is destroying your own. But if you give me the security to guide the territory, I will prevent them from destroying the same agriculture. In that means, give them land. Show them land. Allow them to settle in that territory. To guide and protect the problem they are fomenting. Before you know it, they will grow large and destroy the area and take over and form their emir. That's how it works. The West will foment trouble, bring the Arabs and the Islam. I mean, the most people that the West do manipulate most are Muslims. I don't know why. You will see Syria is crying. We are crying for Syria. But it's the same Arab people that are selling secrets of the people that want to help Syria to Israel, and Israel will go and bomb them. Israelis are not God. They are not seeing from heaven. It's Arab people that are selling information to the Israelis because of greenback money, dollars. So let's leave matter. I'm not here to blame some people, but let's go ahead. Myself, I was born in France. I know their politics very nasty and even original. Okay, yeah, that's how they behave. The French people, they don't bloody care. They are the largest. Do you know that French people, or that the France is the country that holds the largest island on planet. They possess the largest island on planet, more than England. They have island up to at the doorstep of Asian countries. They call it French territory. They possess nuclear bomb. What will you do? If you need that product, you got to be their own nuclear. Then they will you know, as Britain went to Argentina and seized their island and call it British territory. You know how it works. But when Russia tell you that Ukraine is a threat, how dare you? How dare you say that? You are supposed to die. We are the people that own territory, not you. You motherfucker Russia, you know. So Dr. Sebi is the man you were talking about. Okay, Dr. Oh, Sebi. Yeah, my brother. People should copy this name, Dr. Sebi. Google him and research whom the West are. You will know that if you are a healer that use natural things to heal people, real heal, not wayo, one that heal, not the one that kill. Don't make yourself so popular. Operate with coded. Don't try to dethrone the Western pharmaceutical establishment. They will kill you. They will use your junior brother to kill you. They will use your senior brother to kill you. So be careful. Know where is red line. Be careful. You understand? So Osman said that West manipulate Muslims through Saudi Arabia. But Usman, you see, is Usman your native name? I asked my mother, why did you call me white man named Zebedee? Why? Yeah, they are Catholic. They said that they have to choose the name for baptism. Our native name is not qualified for us to bear without answering the name of our enslavers. Like if you come to Nigerian churches, they are no longer, do you know why? Let me tell you why Africans are suffering. If you want to try what I'm telling you now, try it. The West give us wrong God. And they disconnect us from our God. I know that many people will call me Antichrist. You know? There are people here that are good Christians. that read Bible from beginning to the end. I put this thing that I'm about to say on my various story. I don't know, most of you watch it. Is Jesus Christ God? Did Jesus Christ say that you should worship him? No. Read your Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Go and read the history of Roman Empire when they occupied the Jewish land. Read who is Jesus by then. Do you know, should I tell you, I am not here to promote, but I'm here to tell you the gospel truth. Jesus Christ was like Nnamdi Kanu. He was agitating to kick the Roman Empire out of their territory. If I'm talking about Jesus, not the Jewish you are seeing there. Not these people, the Tsars that call themselves Jewish. They are not the original. These people are from Crimea. You know Crimea, this area that Russia is fighting now. If you cross the river at the back of Crimea, in between Crimea and Ukraine, that is where the so-called Israelis of today came from. And that is why the whole West are going all in. Because the Jews they created in the Middle East originated from that area. Jesus Christ that the West are giving you that you should pray to, that is your God, is fake. He's an agitator. I am not here to fight you or argue with you. Go and read that your holy book. Go and read history of Roman Empire. Start from occupation till they kill Jesus. Before they kill Jesus. Read everything. And how Jesus Christ and Roman Catholic was established. And Jesus Christ's preaching was chosen and manipulated with pagans from Italy. People that sleep with animals. Women that sleep with women. Men that sleep with men. They formed the Roman Catholic of today. Call your friend in Italy. Tell him to go to the cathedral and snap the pictures, the monument of the Roman Catholic. You will see prick of a man inside dog nyash. Prick of a man inside goat nyash. You see that dirty life. They brought this thing that Nigerian churches, in Jesus' name, I born, I perish, I destroy, and Nigeria is going down. Phew, 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 phew. Nobody want to call God. Because God, you don't use the name to play. If you call him, he will strike you. If you use his name to make money, he will destroy you. They systematically decouple themselves from God and focus on Jesus. That is wayo, that made for the white. Yes. So, saying that the West are manipulating the Muslim from Saudi, who established the Saudi kingdom? It's the same West. Are they not Greek? Are they not the same people that speak Latin? They call it dead language. Most of the pronunciation of the West originated. I am not calling where it came from. I said Jesus itself. Even Jesus is not even the name, because in Jewish alphabet there is no J. There is nothing like Jesus. There is no J. For you to know that. If you research, you will find the truth. How come you call it Jesus? That is from where they don't have J. Yahashua. Can they pronounce Yahashua? Because they refuse to adopt their own language. They don't want your language to come up. They use their own name to change everything. Everything that Christianity celebrates, call your friend from Italy. Most of you have people in Italy. Ask them, both the angels you are praying to are the gods of the Romans. If I say the gods, as we have the gods in our territory that they call evil, is their own god. Both on the 25th, you celebrate Christmas. Eat rice and chop chicken and throw it. I will video churches in this Germany. Bush don't they grow everywhere. Because the prophecy of Enoch is coming to pass. the prophecy of Enoch, you will see in your own time, God will preserve I and you. You will see that they will start locating water in desert. That desert, water will reappear. Now me they tell you. Don't ask me how I find out. I don't know. But when you believe in God, the Supreme, you will start understanding and you respect nature. It's only human being that is breaking the codes of the planet. Everything has codes. The West are creating their own tree that don't have even taproot. If tree fall, no taproot. It's like baby tree. But you see, it is big. In your village, tree will from here reach 30 kilometers. The root will go and break house somewhere. Original. Breaking the codes, manipulating food that God provides for human being to eat. You call it genetic modified food. They ship it to Africa. Cancer nearly wipe Africa. If you go to Igbo land, a child of 25 years has turned to have entered menopause, and nobody's asking. There is laboratory everywhere. Who is testing the food that is being shipped to the Igbo land? Every 100 Igbo women, every 100, 80 to 90 of them has fibroid. All of them are growing, but that fibroid is not growing in Yoruba. It's not growing in Hausa. It's only growing in that particular area. And nobody's asking why. If you go to churches, Igbos are everywhere looking for a child. What is killing them? Fibroid. What is causing the fibroid? Processed food. Every food, processed food. From the Indomie you use, fry Indomie and egg. And fry this one for me. Give me frozen chicken. Give me frozen turkey. You are eating at the age of 25. You come pregnant. A woman, even before when we are growing, every week, you see girls, their parents are moving them from one, they don't pregnant my daughter. He pregnant my daughter. My daughter has been pregnanted. And you see kidney failures is a high number in Nigeria. You know, kidney failures, full Nigeria. Laboratories everywhere. Collect the food they are consuming in the Igbo land, put it in lab, test the content of those things, and check the answer that will come out if it's healthy to you, and start raising alarm. They paint themselves white. They paint you black. If you you read King James Version Bible, have you searched who is King James? That King James is black man. But you will see where they made him white. But he's a black man. They don't want you to know yourself. They don't want you to know that you are great. They don't want you to know your potential. That's why changing. Do you know that Roman Empire that conquered the whole planet, all their generals are from North Africa? All their generals are from North Africa. They will never write their original name, because if you are serving under a Roman Empire, they give you Roman name, but the original name is there. If you go to Egypt today, if you go up to Libya, up to Algeria, they have started revealing the original names of Roman generals, not field workers, generals that are designing war, training soldiers to go to battle. War is for Africa. But they have turned their story because what German professor told the Americans, when the Americans came to them and said, all the slaves that were brought in from Africa, they are challenging the authority of their slave masters. The professor from Germany says, you call them slaves. Are they not the warriors of Africa that you conquered? They said yes. He said, now, call them their name. They are warriors. You conquer their territory, you steal their warriors. And you want them to work for you. He said, yes. The German said that, and they want to overpower you. The white people said, yes. What do you want? How do we subdue them? He said, who is writing their history? The white people said, how can I write the history of a slave? He said, there you get it wrong. There you get it wrong. If you want to subdue your slaves, separate them from their children and give their children your own concord history, not the original history. If you leave the children with their parents, the parents will let them know whom they are. And even though they are growing tomorrow, they will continue resisting your orders. Because they know that they came from a warrior family. They have warrior blood. They will fight you. But if you separate them and train them to your own taste, the old will grow old and die off. And the young will grow and copy your own history and keep on selling it, and all of them will remain loyal. That is how the West conquered Africa. There I will rest my case, my people. Thank you very much. If you want to know more, contact me. I love you so much. Bye-bye.